Hello everyone. Today I'll be talking about Steve Shives and his blocking problem. And the reason that for me this sort of I thought about this is because if you've been watching the Pit Monk show recently, you'll know that YouTuber Galen Halcyon, announced that Steve Shives blocked him on Twitter, which is kind of a surprise in a way, because from what Galen said about Steve before, it seemed like him and Steve were kind of friends. But in some ways, it's not much of a surprise because if you know about Steve, you know about he blocks a lot of people, and it's not just people who are being trolls. Because obviously, if someone's fucking harassing you, being an asshole, then you should block them. But if someone's coming to you and trying to just have a disagreement with you and you block them, then that's kind of a shitty thing. So it's not, in a sense, this really isn't about Steve. This is about sort of putting your ideas on the internet and having discussions with people. And the fact that, Steve, and again, this isn't a problem just with Steve. This is a problem, all around the internet, where people will put their ideas on the internet and then not really engage in any type of dialogue with people who disagree with them. And this is a pretty big problem in my mind. Maybe you don't think it's a problem, but it is a problem because what does it really say about your opinions, right? Your ideas, if you're not willing to discuss your ideas with people. You just want to put your ideas on the internet and then not really have a discussion about them, about what you said. You're not willing to defend anything that you're saying or you're claiming. So in a sense, what you're saying doesn't matter. It's meaningless. You could just record a video of yourself spitting out pure gibberish. It doesn't matter if you're not willing to debate people or argue with people or have a discussion with people. Doesn't matter because we don't really know how well you're able to argue your points, how well you're able to defend your points, to try to show that what you're saying is valid. And if you're not doing that, then there's a huge problem. You're just like, jerking off to yourself at that point. You're not really doing anything productive. It's meaningless and empty. It's as if you want to you just want your own group of sycophants that just worship you and masturbate to you. It's kind of it's just meaningless and empty. And I think that that's something kind of basic. And if that's something that can't be covered, then what you're doing on YouTube is empty and meaningless. And another example of this is fucking Anita Sarkeesian. She blocks everyone on fucking Twitter too. And recently I've seen a lot of people making video responses to her about her fucking about her butt video. And while I didn't really watch a lot of the responses, but it occurred to me that these video responses are meaningless because she's not willing to have a discussion with anyone. What she's saying doesn't mean anything. It's empty. It's meaningless because she's not willing to defend her points, to try to show what she's saying is really valid. She just wants to put herself up on a fucking pedestal and be fucking worshipped. So, I think people are kind of giving her almost too much attention, she's famous not because of her videos, but because people responding to her videos. So, that's all I really had to say about this topic. Just I think that's it. If you're not willing to have a discussion with someone, then your opinions, your ideas are empty and meaningless. Don't mean anything. It's all pointless. So that's it. Bye-bye.